Good afternoon. We're here to give you an update on SB 673. This bill is a very important bill for parents, community members, taxpayers. What this bill is it is a parental rights bill. I mean, if you think about it, it is bringing in transparency, which is something so important that we need. It is bringing in accessibility, which is something we really need. It is allowing parents to be able to review materials that are going to be taught to their children for sexuality education in schools. This bill isn't for just parents who don't want their children to be taught this stuff. For the parents who don't want to be taught, it's going to give them the information and make it accessible to them so they could make a wise decision in opting out. For the parents who are okay with this being taught, they also can make a wise decision for their families. You know, to be able to review the curriculum before your kids see it is very important. Otherwise, how do we have communication with them as to what they just were taught in school? As parents, we know it's really hard to deal with our children, to talk to them. Don't we want to know what they're being taught? Don't we have a right to see this? And this bill does that. This is why we need you to support SB 673. We need you to call, we need you to write, and we need you to visit your senators, specifically 7 of them, which are on our Senate Education Committee. I'm going to show you a few things right now, and you're going to be surprised, the things that you don't see. And the reason why is we don't have a law in place right now that allows for these things. This law is going to help us be able to view these things, to be able to make a better decision, a wise decision.
So parents, we are in a curriculum being used right now in our schools, Positive Prevention Plus. This curriculum is for our special population children, which means our special needs children. I want you to pay close attention to the page numbers in the bottom of the screen, or right here actually in the top. You see we're on slide 1. I'm going to bring you down. Slide 2, bring you down. Slide 3, 2, 3, 4, we're on lesson 5. Look at here, or I'm sorry, slide 5. As you see slide 5, you'll see there's only one slide 5 that you're seeing. Okay, the next one goes to slide 6. Here's what's very, very important. Slide 5, if you just view it like this as a parent, or you see it in a PDF, you don't get to see the embedded files behind it. So you don't really know what your child is seeing. I'm gonna play this in a play mode, which allows you to see what's going on and what your children are seeing. All right, here we are. We're on slide 5, parents. This says how to define sex. Pay attention to this. This is very, very important. As it plays, you see it's still the same picture, body parts that help make us male and female. But look it goes in and shows oral sex. It shows you there's oral sex. Look where the head is. Anal sex, look at the body position. Anal sex, having sex, look at the bodies. We're still on slide 5, parents. And let me explain to you what's happening. What's happening is these are embedded slides that your children are seeing. There's no way that we're going to know this unless we're able to view it. So parents, we are taking a look at another curriculum that's being used in schools right now. This one is also Positive Prevention Plus, but this is in middle school, and this is preventing an unplanned pregnancy. I'm going to bring you through like I did the other one. I'm just going to take you through, though, to the clinic slide. I'm not going to go through and put this in play mode because that's not what I'm pointing out. What I'm pointing out are your kids are directed to text right here, clinic, to this phone number. They will receive a text back, and that's what I want you to see, what happens. It is alarming. It's not something I think that you want to see. So here we go. So this is the text that they get. After they text that, they will get a list of the clinics. You notice here, look at clinic. This was the zip code I put in, clinic 90021. I just picked something in LA. Look at, it shows the very first clinic is on a high school campus. Parents, you need to find out, do you guys have clinics on your high school campuses? You need to check that out. So after they find out where the clinics are, it directs them, and you see here, hookups. This is all within the same thing. You notice they just give you a list of clinics, but the last clinics will tell you to sign up for hookups. And basically your kids now get to go through there and sign up for hookups. Let me show you where hookups takes you. Here's something, parents, look at this. So real quick, again, hookups takes you here. It thanks you for joining, even when you don't really join, but you kind of do, you kind of don't. I did not put the year of birth for me, and literally I'm being like stalked trying to get my year of birth, and you see that here. Now I'm going to take you to the page that it takes you to, and that page it takes you to is pretty alarming. Parents, this takes you to Teen Source. Teen Source, you want to know what this is? This is like a go-to guide for stuff that's not anything you'd want them to go to. Pay attention to this. Look at take action. Again, sign up for hookups. Here's all of these things. I want you to notice something. Here's the condoms, good idea. Look at the shape of this. Why do our kids need to see this? STDs in the know. There are videos. There's all kinds of things. This site actually directs you when you go through certain links. I'm not going to show you everything. We need to be rated PG here. It takes you through to some crazy pornography things. It's disgusting. So parents, now we're going to touch on some other things. We're still in Positive Prevention Plus. We're on slide 10. You can see slide 10 at the bottom right. What are some web-based resources? Planned Parenthood, Teen Source. Hey, we just were in Teen Source. Sex, etc., Gay Straight Alliance, so on, so on. We're just going to touch on Sex, etc. for now. I'm going to show you how it takes you to a book, the yellow book. Most people know what that is. Some people might not. All right, here's what we call the yellow book, and you'll see why in a second. So this is the SEX, All You Need to Know. This goes through Sex, etc. I want to show you something really quick, just so you see why I call it the yellow book. Here's why it's the yellow book, All You Need to Know. This is the book. It teaches on all these things. You can see, you can see, you can see. Anyways, this is why we need to have transparency. This is why you need to support SB 673. Remember, we're protecting our youngest learners. This is something that SB 673 does. It also is allowing parents to review these curriculums and be able to make wise decisions, whether you're okay with it or not. Please write, call, and visit your senators, and make sure that you get out there. We're going to put up a toolkit. You can go on to www.supportsb673.org to get further information.